Hey guys, Scott from scottsweb.dev here. Today I'm going to show you how to create a WordPress post programmatically so you can insert a post into your database. The last time I did this was for work, and this place had like every category of their posts was its own custom post type. So we wanted to simplify that and just make the custom post type into regular post with categories. So what I did was I would pull in the old post and then use WP insert post to update it. And that's all there is to it, is to use WP insert post. I'm going to give you an example here on my local copy of my website. Right now I have 17 posts. It's not up to date, but I'll show you how to insert a new one. So you'll bring up your code editor, and you don't want this to fire all the time, right? So don't put it like in a place where it's going to fire all the time. You could create, let's say, like a separate admin page to insert some information and run it, insert a post, or you could, just have a separate section of your website where you have to perform an action to get this code to run, because you don't want to be inserting a post on every page load of your website. Like, you want to run it intentionally. What I'll do here for this example is just check if a get variable is set called insert. That way it doesn't run on every page load. So if is set get insert. We need to set up our post data for our post. And the nice thing about WP insert post is it has defaults for everything. So I will just go ahead and make a post data array here. And the values of this arrays, the keys, actually correspond with the naming convention in the WP post table. If you view the structure, like to set the post author for the post, you would use post author. If you wanted to set the post name, you could set it using the key post name. It's just really cool that the options correspond to the database one-to-one, so it's really easy to look at the value you need for an option, like post parent, menu order. You can set all that. So let's go ahead and set some options here. I'll set post title, test insert post. Um, let's see, what else do I want to set? I'll set post status to publish so that it publishes. If you leave this out, it will set it as a draft. And that's fine. We'll just set these two things. But again, you could set any one of those columns or all of those columns. So after we have our data, I set it manually. You could pull it from like a CSV or an input field or post, wherever you're getting your data from. I set it up in an array. We'll call WP insert post data. Um, Also, when you run this function, it will return an ID for the post it created. So we'll do post ID equals, and then we can do whatever we want with the post ID, like record it or check if it's an error or whatever. So let's save that. Let's go back to the front end of my website, and we'll add the insert get variable so it runs. All right, so now let's check on the back end if we have a post, and we do. It inserted a test post here. We could go ahead and trash this real quick. Empty trash. And we'll set some post content. So post content, this is some post content. Here is a link. Okay, and we'll save that, and we'll go ahead and run it again. Let's go check it out. So here's my test insert post. If we edit it, you'll see that I have my content here. It says it's using Classic. We can convert that to blocks. That's fine. So I've got my post content, a link. So you can easily set all of your data via the array. I also have the WordPress documentation open for this function, just so you can see all of the parameters here. This is a good place to look. You can also set the post type. The default is post. That's your standard post type. If you had a custom post type, you would use your custom post type name there. I do find it interesting that you can also specify the categories that this post belongs to by passing in an array of categories. Um, let's see what a category I have here is. So this category of blog, we'll do discussion. Category ID 78. So we'll go back to our code. We'll add post category array 78. Let's go back and delete my post so we can do it again. And you'll see it gave it a category of discussion here. You can also set the tags, the date, the author, the post parent, any one of these variables. You can set it to return a WP error on failure or fire after the hooks. Usually you won't need to worry about these two because it does return 0 or WP error on failure, so you can check for that. To check for it, you just have that and you do if post ID continue, or otherwise if there was an error, maybe you error log it here. But yeah, it's really easy to insert posts with WP insert post. I'm really glad they set it up the way that they did, with the keys being the same as the option names and reconciling it with the database, mapping one-to-one. Makes it really easy. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you like this video, please like it or subscribe to my channel. We're just getting started. We have lots more how-to videos coming up, so I hope to see you in the next one.